We're more than halfway through the NFL season. Let's find out who's going to move on to round number 2. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today we are going to be doing episode number 2 of the NFL Bourbon Madness. Last time we did 4 teams and 4 winners moved on, and we had 4 losers that we will never see again. Today we are going to be doing 4 different matches. Right now, all poured, we have Team 18 versus Team 29. Then we're going to have the match of Team 1 versus 27. Then we're going to have 10 versus 8. And for the final match of today, we have Team 30 versus 26. But before we get into game number 1, we are less than 25 subscribers away from 5,000 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough for the love and support for the channel this past month. It has been absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you enough. For 5,000 subscribers, like I've said, one lucky winner is going to get their chance at a bottle of Bland's single barrel bourbon, so smash that subscribe button. If your team is still in here, let me know down in the comments on what team that is. And, well, if you enjoy the content, smash that like button. But without further ado, let's get into game number 1. So if you missed the last episode, this is not about the nose. This is all about what the bourbon inside the glass tastes like. So we're going to give a quick nose on each of these, but we're really trying to find out the winner from the palate. So this is going to be quick, bang, 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 and we're going to have a winner and a loser as quick as possible for all 4 of these games. So let's get in the nose really quick on this one here on the left, and this is team number 18. I get a little bit of an ethanol burn coming off of it. It smells hot. It smells proofy. I get a little cherry, a little of a nuttiness. I like this nose. It smells hot, but you know what? Who knows what that one can be? Let's get into the palate. Oh yeah, that's a hot boy, but it's really good. Wow. What is that? That's really good. I get a really nice, like a dark grape note coming off of that with a little bit of a cherry. That is proofy, but it is really, really good. I like that a lot. Let's see, get on our right-hand side here. This is Team 29. Let's see if they have anything compared to that one, because that is a home run pour and a half right there. This is much lighter and softer on the nose. This is going to be probably a proofy pour versus a non-proofy pour. So it's earthier. Wow, I can't really find much in this glass after taking a sip of that. That was the first sip of whiskey all day, and it hits you like a freight train. Kind of like my birds, you know? Fly, eagles, fly. This one is, I get a touch of like an apple. There's a little bit of a cinnamon touch, dusting on top of it. Now that's a good pour in its own, but it has absolutely nothing on the one on the left. With the amount of flavor punch that comes through on that glass, absolutely insanity, whatever is in this glass. I like that a lot. I have no idea what that is, though. I don't remember. At this point, we did the draft 3-4 months ago, and I'm trying to drag these along throughout the entire NFL season. So I have no idea at this point what I even drafted for the teams. Yet winner is going to have to go to the guy on the left. Team 18 is moving on to the second round. All right, ladies and gentlemen, match number 2 is underway. You will know what team is what. We've got team number 1 on the left and team number 27 here on the right. 27 is my birthday. It's coming right up, November 27th. There it is. Who knows? They might have a thing in the factor on the win on this. I highly, highly doubt it. But we started on our left the last time. Let's start on our right here, and let's give a quick little nose on this guy here. That's a really pleasant light nose. I'm not getting a lot of proof off of that. I get a little touch of a brown sugar, a little touch of molasses, a little bit of graham cracker. I like this nose a lot. Let's get on the palate. That's very, very light. I get a little bit of a maltiness. There's a touch of a chocolate, a little bit of an espresso. I get a little bit of an orange, citrusy, sweet kick that comes in at the end there. I like that. That is a very pleasant sip. But let's get on to the left here. This is team number 1. Very different nose. It's a little bit more lively. It's a little bit more punchy in your face without that proof. I get a little bit more of a zesty lemon, a little bit, a touch of that orange is in there, but not anywhere near what the glass on the right here had. A touch of oak, not much in there, but cheers, everybody. So this one has a tinge of a bitterness coming off of the back end of it that this on the right did not have. It's sweet, it's approachable, but at the very end, still going in that finish, I'm getting a little bit of a bitterness that I'm not a fan of. Yeah, that bitterness is there, and I'm just not the biggest fan of it. So, with that said, I think the one on the right here is a little bit better. It's not that the flavor is better, but I'm not getting that bitterness that the glass on the left here had. So the win is going to go to the glass here on the right, which is team number 27. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it into the 4 o'clock games. We've made it into the second part of the scheduled games of the day. And for the first game of the 425 schedule, we've got team number 8 going up against team number 10. So these are 2 close numbers. We'll see if that has any factor in the outcome of this. But we went left, right, and now we're going back to our left side for the beginning. Let's get into the nose. This has a really, really nice, fruity, upfront, hits you in the face nose without being very, very punchy with the alcohol burn. If I'm going to say that this is under 100 proof, I get a really nice like oat crumble on top, on like an apple like crumble cake almost, and a touch of a coffee. I like this a lot. Whatever this is, I dig this nose very much. We are in lighter proofed bourbons for sure. This is approachable as anything else that I've had. It's super, super easy to sip. Not much comes forward on it though, and I wish it had a little bit more oomph behind it. It's lacking. It's got really good. It hits you when you're hitting that nose, right? Let's think about it like as quarters, right? When you first start a bourbon, you're in quarter number 1 and you're in the nose, right? That nose is great. Then you're getting into the first sip. Your initial instincts is quarter number 2. Then your mid palate is quarter number 3, and then what happens in the finish? That's quarter number 4, and this one lacks the finish. It doesn't have much going in for it in that quarter number 4. So I think that if anything, it might lose because of that. But let's get into the glass on the right. I like that nose a lot more than the one on the left. I like that a lot more. I really do. I'm getting a little more chocolate coming off of it. Raisins. I get a little touch of raisin. But let's get into the palate. I don't even have to go any farther. This one right here is 100% better. It's got a little more proof to it. It kicks you in the face a little bit more with that sweet, bold flavor that comes through on it. So without a doubt, number 10 is moving on. We're getting into our final game, our 8 o'clock Sunday night premiere, America's Game of the Week. So let's get into it. America's Game of the Week consists of team number 30 and team number 26. So without a doubt, we went left, right, left, and now we're starting on our right here, and I am very excited to see which of these final bourbons moves on to round number 2, because we have 7 bourbons in round number 2 out of the 16. So we gotta kick this the NFL bourbon game going a little bit more. We might have one episode a week for the next couple of weeks until we get to the final Super Bowl of bourbons. But let's get onto the nose here real quick. This is team number 26, right? Yes. This, I can't really get much. This is another light proof bourbon. I'm getting earthy tones coming off of this. It's very floral. It's earthy. It's woody. I get a little bit of oak presence coming off of it. But then it's got this sweetness that comes through on that back end as well. It's got a little touch of cinnamon. It's got a little bit of like a candied apple as well. I kind of like it. I don't know what it could be. It smells light proof, but cheers. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. It's got this oaky punch in the front. It's got the dry tannins coming on, covering your tongue. Really, really pleasant. It's sweet. It's a sweet oak. It's got this little bit of a white pepper note coming on it. And whenever I find that white pepper note, that's one of my favorite notes that I find in a bourbon. A little bit of that peppery, white pepper funkiness that it has. And I like that coming out of that glass. A boatload, but you know what? We got to get into the glass on the left. And let's get in the nose. That's so different compared to this one. I get plums, a little bit of a pear, apricots. This is definitely fruity. It's a tutti frutti bourbon. I like it. It's fruity. It's nice. Not a lot of proof coming out of this one as well. So without further ado, let's get into the palate. It's finishing something, and I don't know what it is. It's one I can't remember at all what I drafted for these numbers at all. And I don't know if I like this finish as much as I thought I might have. I just don't know. I think that without a doubt, I'm going to have to give it to the one on the right. Because of the lightness, but the sweetness and the oaky brightness that comes through on the one on the right, I think I'm just going to have to give it to the one on the right. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be number 26 coming out with the win, and number 30 is going to be a loser. So there you guys have it. That is episode number 2 of the NFL Bourbon Madness. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am sorry if your team now is out of the bracket, but you know what? It is what it is, and I hope you stick around to watch who the winner of this NFL Bourbon Madness is going to be. Like I said, smash that subscribe button for your chance to win a bottle of that Blanton Single Barrel, and I can do a review of that. We're super close to 5,000 subscribers. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment down below on what your team is and if they're still in the entire NFL Bourbon Madness. But until next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.